innovative content, global audience.
Nollywood has now called the film industry has come of age, repute, and of course revolution. No doubt, it has bettered a lot of celebrities while also contributing a huge sum to the country's GDP. Let's not forget how they have continued to keep us all entertained over the years. Now, today on the show, The World of Cinema, I have a very special guest for you today. Now, he is an actor, model, producer, director, musician, and a TV personality. He has acted in more than 200 movies. And of course, he has acted with the likes of Peter Doce, and also Dobe, Mercy Johnson, Junior Pope. A lot of them, I could go on and on. He has acted in a lot of movies as well, like Sweet Money, Critical Truth, The Carcass, Behind the Plot, Brain Boss, Endless Nights, Last Challenge, My Love and My Sorrow. I could go on and on. But of course, I know you are eager to meet my guest for tonight. Let me not keep you waiting. My name is Princess Kessy, and you are welcome to the world of cinema. Yes, viewers, I present to you the one, the very famous, the one and only Benedict Johnson, Nigerian super actor. Good evening, sir.
Good afternoon over here.
Yes, good afternoon to you. I know you're in the US. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm fine, thank you. Yes, we're very well over here. Yes, a very quick one. We all know you as Benedict Johnson, the super actor, the very famous, influential as well. Now, but before we start, there's this, there's a little bit of confusion when we hear Mercy Johnson, Benedict Johnson, and you look alike. Are you related?
No, we're not. I'm from Imo State, and she's from Kogi State.
Wow, what you guys really do? There was one time I saw an article that you guys are twins, your siblings. I'm like, wow, okay. But today I got to find out the truth from the horse's mouth. Yes, from your mouth, and we love that. Yes, tell us, how was it like your journey into the industry? Let's start from there.
Well, my journey into Nollywood was a very difficult one because during our own time when we were coming up, it wasn't like it is right now. Then you have to go for auditions and auditions and auditions and rehearsals and all that. So, and in some movies, you have to rehearse up to like 6 months before
6 months.
shooting the movie. So,
Yes,
yeah, it's not like now that you have actors right now coming on set, even getting the script the same day and coming on set to shoot. So my journey into Nollywood was a very difficult one, more especially those in my era when we started coming to auditions and all that. Yeah.
Wow. Now you've been in the industry for years. You're one of the veteran when I talk about young people doing exploits in Nollywood. You have been there. I think you have even paid your dues in Nollywood. Now, looking at the Nollywood of then and of today, you did say that during your time you have to go through a process, a very long process. But this time, it's just like I don't know, it's just so easy for them. So what do you think has changed over time?
Well, I think what has changed now is the use of um I would say this is a social media era. When we started, it wasn't like that. You don't have the luxury of phones when we started because I remember back in the days, you will have to come to Surulere. There's a place we call Winnie's. You have to come to Winnie's like every other day because that is the only contact place where the producers will come, the directors will come to select actors, and that is where you get to see the audition notices and all that. Um, so if you don't come around then, you will not be part of the production because the producers and directors will actually come there to pick actors. So then it was difficult. Not like now. If people want to shoot a movie right now, all they need to do is just call you on phone and tell you, say, hey, Ben, I got a movie I want to shoot. Are you free? You say, yeah, okay. They will send you the soft copy on your phone. You go through it. If you like the script, you negotiate with them. And then you come over, you start shooting. There's nothing like rehearsals anymore.
Now let's talk about a film as a source of, when we look at the economy, that is one sector that is really thriving. The entertainment, talking about films and movies. Now, as an actor, what do you think the government per se? I feel like that sector has been neglected. If you agree with me, what do you think can be done? They feel like maybe the government is not taking the entertainment industry serious. I don't know. That's just my thought. Like, okay, it's film, is nothing serious, but we have a lot. That is like a very lucrative sector.
Well, I will say that Nigeria as a nation, maybe because we have other mineral resources, that is why the government is not concentrating on sectors like the industry, Nollywood. I will tell you for sure, Nollywood is one industry that I know that can employ up to 30 million youths. Yeah, quote me on this. You understand? If well harnessed, it can employ up to 30 million youths. But the government need to come in. This is an industry that started on its own by some few individuals in the market who came together and decided to put in this industry together. And ever since then, there has never been anything like government presence in the industry. We need them to come in, just like the Hollywood. If you come to California, I was just coming back from California some few days ago. I was there on Saturday. If you go to California, for instance, they have what we call studio. In that studio is where you have everything. You have collapsible sets, you have mini airport, you have everything you need in a movie in that studio. So all you need to do as a production man is to come to the production, pay for the studio. You stay there. You can use the houses that you want. You can use the cars. You can use the road, the supermarket, everything is in there. You don't need to go to people's houses to go and beg them that you want to shoot movies and all that. Everything is done in a studio. Those things we don't have it. All right. And actors also, they have where they live. If you want to see the actors in America, you go to Hollywood. That is where they stay. That's where they live. But where do we live in Nigeria? Where are the actors, the superstars in Nigeria? Where can you find them? They are scattered everywhere. That is not how it is done all over the world. So I think the government need to come in and invest in Nollywood. Nollywood can grow Nigerian GDP strongly. They need to put an eye in it. They need to have some experienced um, veterans to handle these positions, to be able to harness the talents that we have in Nigeria. We're talking about people not getting employment after school. Trust me, Nollywood can employ a whole lot in Nigeria if we're honest.
Wow, well said. Now, when we look at, you didn't talk about investment. Now, when we look at Nollywood, now I had a one-on-one show with a producer, and he said he's from Asaba, and I said, why is it that I don't understand some movies? I know some actor, they tell me they're traveling to Asaba for a shoot, and the next 2 3 days like they're done. I'm like, is it that easy? The movies, I know it's not all, but they said, and I asked him as well, why is it that you tell a movie season movie, and then at the end of the day we'll see just 20 minutes season one is finished, and then we'll have to buy another one, we'll keep buying. Why can't we now upgrade to that place where, like, I know we can't be Hollywood, but at least close to that is one of the biggest industry, and we are proud. And he said most of these people who sponsor these movies are businessmen, and all what they want to do is to make money out of the movies. Now they don't care how you do it, how you produce. They just want to rush you and then make money. Now, how do you think we can correct this? Apart from the government, let's look into your industry. You are in that industry. A businessman just come in, okay, I have money, let's make a movie. And it's as if there are no ethics, it's as if there are no rules.
Well, movie making is a huge business. Okay. Now, like they do in Hollywood and other foreign counterparts, movie is called project. They call it movie project, not like movie shooting like we do in Nigeria. If you
Okay.
want to do an international standard movie, it has to be a project. And when I mean project, it has to be a 1 year project or a 2 years project. That's how they do it outside Nigeria. So when you're doing a 2 years project, the budget could start from 1 billion, it could start from 2 billion. Then you have to bring all the necessary equipment, and the actors will have to sign contract, and they will be in that particular project without doing another project for 2 years. Can we afford that? The answer is no. So we cannot afford that at the moment, and that is why you see us doing it the way we can. And how can we do our own? We shoot movies under 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because the longer you stay on a set, the more money
You spend.
you you will spend.
I
Okay? But if
understand.
you want to shoot such international movies, you can shoot just one scene in 1 week. One scene in 1 week, just trying to perfect that particular scene, to bring it up to speed. You understand now? Now, maybe that thing requires helicopter, maybe it requires some crane and all that. You will do everything within 1 week to get a particular scene done. Maybe you have like 70 scenes in that movie and you're using 1 week to do just one. So that means you're going to spend a whole lot of money.
A lot of money. I
So
understand a
what
lot.
we do in our own, I think kudos should be given to Nollywood, because what we achieved in 1 week is what they achieved in 1 year or 2 years. Though we do our own in a hush hush, but then we still bring it out and it's close a little bit, even though it is not like their standard.
Exactly,
Okay,
but
but
it's
we must give it to Nigerian actors. I've shot movies with some international actors, and I tell you what, if you bring a script to them, they will tell you, listen, I need 6 months to study the script before I can come on set. But give it to a Nigerian actor. They will give it to you and demand you to study it and understand the story right now and shoot in the next 3, 4 hours. That's
wow.
how good Nigerian actors are. So we will always understand it and shoot it that same way.
Wow, that is quite interesting to know. Of course, we are Nigerians and we have energy. We can always, Nigerians will not carry last. But
At all.
what do you think about film fund? Now, in developed countries here, there's something called the film fund. Because we're still looking at it from the economy side. And then you see that, like you said, they're budgeted. They have specific budget for movies, which we do not have. Now, what do you think about maybe a film fund where even indigenous producers can have access to funds, from each state? Because I don't know if there's a body. I don't know. I know the last time they said money was given to Nollywood. I remember that was during Jonathan. I can't remember any other one. But what do you think? What's your
Yeah, there
thought?
was money mentioned for
Okay,
for
sure.
Nollywood during Jonathan's regime. He
Okay.
mentioned money about $200 million that will be put into Bank of Industry account. Okay,
Okay.
but I think that money never get to us or something. I don't know what happened, or he didn't win the election, so that program did not continue. So that I
Wow.
think that was the closest the government has come. You know.
Well, we do hope that our government sincerely will take Nollywood very serious because, like I said, that is one industry that is I feel like it's lucrative, it's thriving. You have a lot of actors, you have a lot of young people, veterans still doing well in the industry. Now, away from the economy, now let's talk about Benedict Johnson. You've been in the industry for so many years since I was like this, and you're still very, very relevant. Tell us the secrets.
Well, I was first of all, I'll say the secret. My secret has always been God, prayers, and not being so much in a rush for anything. My life has always been slow and steady. Whatever will be, will always be. I don't go out of my way to get things done. I let things happen naturally. If I see things, I do them. If I don't, I don't kill myself. So by so doing, I'll keep being relevant because I am steadfast.
I love that. And of course, we have the industry. We see that a lot of people are coming into Nollywood. We have a lot of young people. But of course, you told us your story. We know it's no longer the same as it used to be way back. Now, how many movies have you done so far? And what has been happening? Are you still into movie? Because I know you're out of Nigeria. You're currently based in the United States. So what's happening? What's new with Benedict Johnson?
Well, you're talking about how many movies I've done, like in my career, right?
Uh-huh. I know you.
I
I
think
know you can't
I know
remember.
my movies are over 200 movies.
I'm
Yeah.
aware. Hmm.
And currently, I did some movies that are not yet out.
Okay.
I produced two movies, cinema movies that are not yet out. I'm working on it seriously, trying to bring it out before the end of the year.
Okay.
There is one that I have. I spent a lot doing that movie in Abuja. It's called Beggar's Children. A lot of
Okay.
people are actually waiting for this movie. I have people like Tonto DK or Motola Jalade,
Ah,
um, Iniedo,
that is a full
Angela
house.
Angela Okorie, Mona
Wow.
Lisa Chinda, I am Nino Lowo,
Ah,
Saidi Balogu, Gentle Jack, Sunny Danger,
I can't wait.
La Vista, you
Oh my
know, a
goodness.
whole lot, Doris Ogala, so many who have Mary Uche, and so even there was even one Sierra Leonean star also in that movie. We had over 12 stars in that
Wow.
movie. And we shot it in Abuja location. It's not yet out. We're working seriously in a studio, trying to bring it out. And then there is also another one again I did with Mona Lisa Chinda again and Nonso DOB. That one is not yet out too. We're still in the studio. And I also shot for Nonso DOB his own movie. He was involved, I was involved, and so many other stars, you know, was involved too. So I have some jobs that are not yet out. Okay. I'm still
That
expecting
is
them.
amazing. That is amazing. And Benedict Johnson, we know that you're a good actor, now producing, directing. But which do you love the most? Let me start from there.
I will say that I still love to be an actor
Okay.
because
Yeah.
to produce, there is so much stress in
Okay.
producing and directing. So kudos must go to our directors and producers. It's not easy to be a producer, honestly.
Okay, let me ask you now. What makes you, at what point in your life did you realize, okay, I want to be an actor?
Well, um, like I said earlier on, What brought me to Lagos in the first place after school was music. And when I came, based on promises to be sponsored by someone and all that, and that didn't work out. And I stayed at home for so long. A cousin of mine came to me and told me about one audition. And instead of me staying at home, I should just come for us to go to that audition. So I went with him to that audition. I kind of like it. So I started going with him every day. And then, I started getting involved from one audition to the other. And then shooting later took place. I did a few wakapas here and there before I finally got my break. And that was how life
Wakapas, that is funny. I'm not sure these days we still have such things in Nollywood. I think
Yeah,
Nollywood have
there
outgrown.
is still Waka Pass. Waka Pass will always be there in
Really?
Nollywood because
Okay.
without Waka Pass, you cannot have a complete movie. You see, when people call it Waka Pass or downgrade such character, I disagree with them because every character in a movie is very, very important. Without that character, the movie will not be complete. And I also tell people, I said, there are no small role in movies. What we have are small artists. We don't have small role. Give or one scene to an RMD. You will throughout that movie, you will notice that RMD played in that movie. Give or one scene to a Genevieve Nachi. After that movie, by the time you finish watching the movie, you will talk about that one scene that she played. So it's all about the artist that played that role, not the role itself. So every role is important. It all depends on the artist.
Wow, I love that. Now, talking about acting, talking about movies, we have a lot of interlopers in the actor industry. Truth be told, we have a lot of good actors. The industry is actually doing well, and we are proud of you, all of you, and of course, the industry. But we have a lot of interlopers, and this is the bitter truth. Even though a lot of you would not want to agree to that, we know that we have a lot of people that are not supposed to be there, but they are there. I don't know why. Maybe the fame, everything that comes with being an actor, and then thereby doing things that sometimes drag the industry into the mud. You know what I'm talking about? Talking about the very new actors, actresses. They do quite a lot, and the small get big god kind of thing. And we have a lot of young guys also that are well to do, that are doing well. They know how to act, they have the passion. But it's as if the pay is not the same from what we can see now. What's your opinion or your thoughts on this?
What are you saying? You say, oh, come again, rephrase that. Let me get it properly.
Okay. Now in that industry, we have a lot of new people coming in. As we know that in as much as some people have the passion, others are coming for one reason or the other. And then in the same industry, we have the main folks striving, doing amazingly well, and they are just there. And you see one female babe coming and saying the industry is paying so much, they buy this, they buy that. It's as if though they don't earn the same money, or it's not the same Nollywood we know about. Now, what's your take on this?
Well, um, I disagree when people say that um, the women makes more money in the industry than the guys. I totally disagree with that. Women and their nature and the guys and their own nature too. The guys are usually on the quiet side. Okay. Guys don't really make noise. They don't show off. That doesn't mean that the women are richer than the guys or they are doing better than the guys. I know a lot of Nollywood actors who are multi-millionaires, Nollywood actors that are wealthier in all ramification more than the girls. but they don't come out to make noise. Of course, you're a lady. You know what girls do? When they have one thing, they post it out there. When they do another thing, they post it. Okay, I use myself for instance as an example. If you go to my page, people complain. They say, Ben, you don't post. You don't do this. You don't do that. Okay, I am in America now. Do you know that you are the only person who knows that I'm in America because you wanted to interview me? I had to tell you my time different. I've been in America now for the past 1 week. Go to my page, you won't see it there. I've done a lot of activities ever since I came in, but they are not on my page. So people are like that. Like me, for instance, I don't have that time to be posting because I believe social media doesn't pay me. I don't get my money from social media. Some people does, but I don't. So I have a lot of things that takes my time that I do. That doesn't mean that I'm poor, I'm not wealthy. No. Do you understand me?
I
But
understand you.
the girls, they have this time to post. Anything they do, they post it out there. That doesn't mean that they are doing better than the guys or they are wealthier than the guys. No. A
Guys.
whole lot of actors are very, very wealthy, but they don't show off. So I think this is it's a matter of gender, you know. The other gender,
I
they
beg
like
to
to show off. They have all
disagree.
the time.
Oh, Benedict, I beg to disagree because if you're saying, it seems though we live in the same society. If I don't know you, for instance, somebody else knows you, even if the person is not in the industry. So these things are open. The way they do sometimes, as if it's so lucrative, and that is why you have a lot of interlopers in that industry. Now, what's your take on sex for rules? Let's go deep into Nollywood.
What's my take on what? Rephrase that, please.
Sex for roles.
You know, if you are a good actress, you will not offer your body for role. Those who are telling you that they offered sex for role, they are not good actresses. They are not good. Trust me. If you are good, if you are a fantastic actress, the producers will use you. They will pay you your worth. As a matter of fact, if someone sleeps with you, the person will not give you any role.
Really?
If I am a producer and I sleep with you, I won't give you a role. You know why?
Why?
Because you are not good. You are not good. That is why you're coming with your body to convince me to put you in that movie. For crying out loud, somebody is investing millions in a movie. Okay, let's assume you're spending 30 million, 40 million. Okay, for instance, the movie I shot, I spent over 70 million. So because of I want to sleep with you, I will now give you the lead character of such movie that is worth 70 million. And I know that you're not good. That means I am throwing away. In fact, I'm using 70 million to have sex. That's what it looks like.
That
So
is
when people talk about that, I think it's crazy. I say those girls that say they sleep with them for role, they are not good actresses. Trust me, because nobody would do that. Any producer or director that knows his onion will not give you a role because he had sex with you. No. Sex happens anywhere in every industry, police industry, banking industry, anywhere. But I don't think
anywhere.
it comes to that. I don't think it's boils down to having sex before giving you a role. No, you have to go for audition. You have to prove yourself that you are good for a producer to give you a role. If you are now decide to be sleeping with people just to get a role, that's your own cup of tea. But I trust me,
You know,
trust me, anybody who is watching this, anyone who is watching this and you want to go and sleep with any producer or director to get a role, you're not going to get that role. They are not going to give it to you. They will sleep with you and they will still give it to those that merit that role.
I love that. And don't forget that there was a time these Nollywood, your colleagues, they were having throwing a little tantrum here on Instagram. So a lady, very popular one, was now accusing a male guy. This is how you do. All the girls will bring, you collect money from them, you sleep with them, and then you say you give them rose, and that is how you've been living. So it's quite. We know that it happens everywhere, but like you said, the searchlight is always on the superstars, and that is the difference, because you guys are open, we can see you're like it's just you people are just there. Now, away from that, let's look at the industry critically. When we look at the young people coming in, like I said, away from the sex, we have a lot of interlopers in your industry. How can we now approach that sector? I know it will not be easy though, because for instance, somebody wants to be Benedict Johnson. For real, they have the passion, they've been seeing your movies, they've grown to like, okay, I think I can do this. I should be an actor. Then somebody just sees maybe you, Benedict Johnson, like, wow, the guy is rich. I think also let me go so I can be rich. What can be done? I've seen people like that. That is why I'm asking you these questions. That said,
Well,
what go to the movie industry?
these things are very,
In fact,
these
last
things.
week somebody told me that I should, you know, help, because once he goes there, now we make money. They're not they waste time. They quit and make money. So I feel like, is it blood money? I don't understand. You have to have the talent, the passion, the zeal as well. Sometimes, the breakthrough will not come the first, the second, the third. You have to be patient. But like, no, you are not. Look at every young person in the industry. They are doing well. Now, I want you to school us, because we are the lay people outside the industry.
Well, first of all, if you're coming into Nollywood, you must be sure that you have the talent because the competition are out there for you. You're not just going to go there and pick up that role. You have a lot of people to compete with before you can be recommended. Okay, so one, you have to be sure of yourself that you're very good. And again, the producer and the director of the movie, they have the final say. So if you're good, definitely they will notice you. And if you're not good, they're not going to take you. If they take you, then they want to destroy their work. Because if they bring it out there, people will laugh at them. Okay? So it's just as you just have to put in your best if you want to be the best. You have to make sure that you actually have what it takes to be that star. You have to work on yourself. And I don't kill people's dreams. If you think you have what it takes to be an actor, of course, you give it a shot. Some people started somehow on a low key, but then later picked up. Acting is one thing that I know if you come on, as time goes on, you start having the confidence to act. Some people started like that, and today they are superstars. So I don't discourage anybody. You understand? There are rules to become, to take part in a movie. There are things you must do. So if you're able to do all that and you grab the role, why not? The producer should give it to them. So everybody's encouraged. The industry can employ everybody. The industry is large. The industry is big. I encourage anybody who wants to be an actor to come on board. Try your best. See if you can get there.
Wow. Yes, try your best. See if you can get there. That is how he came in. So you too, you can if you want to or you choose to. Now tell us, Benedict, which would you say has been or what's your most challenging role so far? Can you remember?
Well, I have always seen every role that I played as a very challenging role. If I am not challenged in that movie, I will not take part in it. I like characters, roles that would challenge me. But some has been exceptional. Yeah, like when I played the pastor role in 40 Days in Wilderness.
Okay.
40 Days in the Wilderness with Clem Sohameze and Uncle Lou Jacob and all the in that movie, Aki and Popo and everybody. It was a star-studded movie, and I was the lead character in that movie. But why I said it was challenging was because the movie was a very deep character spiritually. Okay,
Okay.
was a movie that if you don't do it, if you're not spiritually inclined, you might be able to get some attack.
Really?
Yes, so many people don't know a lot about Nollywood. Nollywood is a spiritual place. Nollywood is not just a place you think you can come and play and go. No. Some roles you play are highly spiritual. Okay. So sometimes some people see some roles, they just jump into it and do it just like that and go. I'll tell you something, a very deep secret now. Most deaths in Nollywood are highly spiritual. Okay.
Wow.
Because the roles that we play are very deep. We expose powers that are bigger and stronger than us.
Wow.
We expose powers beneath the water, occultic kingdoms. Imagine someone playing the head of witches. Those characters you're seeing, those stories you're seeing, they are all true life stories. And the secret cult involved that owns that story, they are going to watch that story when it's released. And they will come only for the actors.
Wow.
Come only for the actors.
I used to think that it's just a movie, there is nothing there. Even though I know I used to say if for instance, if I'm an actress, I won't do that part of maybe entering a coffin. That's the most scary part. When somebody would do as if they died, they will put them inside coffin, and like I won't do that one. That one is scary. But like I just thought, all that incantation you people do is just saying it. I didn't know they were like spiritual. Actually, it's more than what we see.
Yeah, most of them are highly spiritual.
Wow.
Okay.
Well,
They are
we
highly
do hope
spiritual.
that God will always keep you people safe because you're just doing a movie. You're just trying to make the world understand the realities of life and of course keep us entertained at the same time. So God will keep you guys safe. Okay, Benedict Johnson. Now, who would you say has inspired you so far in the industry? I know you have a lot of people. You have acted with all the veterans.
Can you just give me a minute? Let me reconnect back my headphone.
Okay, viewers, let's quickly go on a quick break now. When we return, we'll continue with the program. We're still here with Benedict Johnson. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.
SRTV Talent Award is here again. We honor, recognize, and appreciate hard work of individuals in the creative industry, films, music, fashion, and comedy. Nomination of various categories is now open at superiorradioandtelevision.com/SRTV-talent-award-registration or contact us via the numbers on your screen now. Powered by SRTV London in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture and lots more. Nominate, nominate, and nominates.
Yes, viewers, you're welcome back from that quick break. Yes, I've been on the show. I'm still here with Benedict Johnson. He said something that is quite, I don't know if it's touching, I don't know if it's emotional, but all the spiritual things you see them act being ahead of witches, those queen of the coast, they actually have implications, side effects, or they have some kind of, aftermath. And we just see these movies, we watch, we laugh, and we think that's all. It's really, really serious, and it's way more than what we see. And so we should always keep them in our prayers. Yes, I'm still here with Benedict Johnson, somebody who has been in the industry for decades. Yes, he started acting since I was like this. You understand? He has been there. He has acted in so many movies with all the veterans, practically all of them. Uncle Lee Jacob, Peter Doche, Princess Uzokwa, Ibero Caro, Claire Mohameze, Kanayo, like every one of them, even the new ones. So today, believe me when I say I have a big fish. Yes, I know we're having a little bit of network issues with him. We've gone far also into the show, and if we can have him back, it would be a good place to wrap up the show. But we've learned so much from him today, especially for the young ones trying to get into the industry. You have to know that. Do you have the passion? It's not because you saw Benedict Johnson doing well. Okay, me too. I think I can. No, you need the passion. You need the zeal to be in the industry. Welcome back, superstar. And just before we let you go, a little question. Okay, I think we're having a little bit of that's fine. Yes, you were
Okay.
positioned. Yes, I
Okay.
was just asking you that who were your inspiration, or who were your mentors, or who were the people you looked up to way back when you came into the industry. There must be somebody. I know you had quite a lot of them. You look up to and say, because of this person, I love the way they act. You look up to them. Who are these people?
Well, I would say that back in the days, moving like living in bondage, inspired most of us, more especially me. I keep watching that movie then over and over again. That time, and watching people like Ramsey Noah, uh, you know, late JT Tambwest, Saint to be and all that. Those great, fantastic actors, inspired me to come into Nollywood. And when I came in, and then most times when I go to auditions and I saw these guys, it gives me joy, meeting them one on one. Or maybe I'm opportune to play roles with them and all that. I remember one day when I played one scene with RMD, I was very, very excited.
Like you
Playing
won a
one,
trophy, something like that. I
like,
know that feeling.
yeah, meeting up that superstar at that time, and all that. So yeah, it was great, coming in and seeing some people as my role model. So I have too many of them as my role model. Then RMD, Ramsey Noah, and so many of them, too many superstars that I looked up to before coming into Nollywood. Then
That is amazing. Of course, it's good to look up to people because we know you have a lot of people also looking up to you, including myself. And so that is life. Okay, just before we let you go, if you could change one thing in the industry today, maybe you become, just like the president or something, what would that be?
if I become the president of
Yes,
of
AGF.
Nigeria, or
Yes.
if I am opportune to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will create a minister for Nollywood,
Wow.
and I will pump in, I will have special budgets for the industry, because no matter the amount the government spends on Nollywood, they will recoup it back. There are so many ways they can make their money back, because the industry is next to oil. They don't know how to harness it.
Now, I know that we know the role you played during the last election. It was very, very big as well. Now, how optimistic are you that this new government will, carry the industry along?
Well, I believe in the person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because I have a reason for supporting him. So many people thought that we collected money. Some said we collected 50 million, 100 million, and all that for supporting him. But I'll tell you to take this to the bank today. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not give each and any one of us a dime. It was out of our own volition. When we went to see him, he told us one thing. He said, I could have paid you people off, but no, I want to work with you because when I become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, through you, I can turn Nollywood into Hollywood. And we
Wow.
believe so much in that. That was the reason why we went to the 36 states campaigning for him. I see him as a unifier. I see him as a very intelligent politician that knows how to get what he wants and will be able to change the narratives when he comes on board. So that was why we supported him. And I still believe that he can turn the industry around.
Well, we'll wait and see how that's good. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Let's talk about you. Do you think in the future you become a politician? Because I know what you did in the last election. Yes.
Definitely. If you want to beat, if you want to be like the master, you have to go close to the masters, right? I I believe so much, but if you want to become a politician, or if you want to be up there, or you want to really help your people politically, you need to go closer to these people, and that was actually what we did in the last 1 year or so. Excuse me, I've been able to understand how the politicking goes in Nigeria. Do you understand? And I intend to use that to go even closer to them. I intend to become a very strong voice for my people in the future. And when that happens, that is when I'll be able to bring my wealth of experience to bear.
Wow, that is amazing. I can't wait for that time to come. Yes. Hopefully, I'll interview you again that time. Just before you go,
Definitely.
leave a word for your fans. You know, the people that say, oh, Benedict Johnson, I want to be like him. I love him. He has the talent and all that. Leave a word for them.
Well,
Or
all I can
somebody
say to all
aspiring to
my
be like
fans,
you in the future.
yeah, all I can say to all my fans, friends, is believe in yourself, believe in God, work hard, don't let anybody deceive you. Crime does not pay. Work hard, very hard. You will definitely achieve your dream. Thank you.
Wow. That is amazing. That would be a good place to wrap up the show tonight. Thank you so much, Superstar, for being on the show. Viewers have been on the show with your one and only famous influencer, Benedict Johnson. He's an actor, model, producer, director, musician, and TV personality. Thank you so very much for coming on the show today. We appreciate your time and keep doing what you do. We're proud of you. We're proud of the industry. Nollywood is, I think, among the best in the world. So we're super proud, and everything you guys are putting in place, the industry is becoming, it's gradually evolving, and we could see that. Look at most of the cinema movies; they are really top notch, and we say well done to you all over there.
Thank you very much.
Yes, viewers, that would be a good place to wrap up the show. Yes, you've been in the world of cinema. Why bring you everything? Nollywood superstars are costumers, all of them, even our cinematographer, everything there is to film. I'll see you again next time on the show. But don't forget to follow us on our social media handle, Instagram, Facebook, X, and of course YouTube. Share and invite somebody to the page. And don't forget to hit on the notification bell, subscribe as well. Just know that everything will be all right. See a movie today, have fun, and relax yourself because you work too hard. I'll see you again next time on the show. Bye.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again.
Everyone, my name is Hajara Osman Muhammad. I'm the Youth Governor for Kano State, Nigeria's Center of Commerce.
Pronounced Joel Garba, the Youth Executive Governor of Kaduna State, and I am contesting for the Youth Presidents of Nigeria under the People's Liberation Party, PLP.
Aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills. Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite